Greetings nerds and virgins, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be going through the most delusional fighters currently in the UFC, but before we start, can you like and subscribe? I'm getting views, but I want some subscribers as well since I'm building a community here. So please subscribe to hop on the shadow train. Choo choo, hop on the shadow train. But yeah, first of all we got Anthony on paper Smith. Man, I think I'm starting off with the most delusional person on this entire list. I mean, he's either a fucking dumbass or delusional, I'll let you guys decide. He said Jim Miller, the lightweight who never won a belt, could beat former heavyweight champion Brock Lesnar. He said he would have beat Magomed Ankalaev if his leg wasn't injured, despite getting his ass whooped the entire fight. He thinks him saying if he started on Alex Pereira's back, he would choke him out is impressive. Like, bro, what the fuck are you on about? Yeah, I'd hope you could submit Alex Pereira if you started on his back. That's not even a debate. The debate is if you could get to that position in the first place, which you couldn't. You always talk about how you're some next level grappler, but bro, you never even take fights to the ground. The only time you get submissions is when people give you free ones like that Brazilian did in your last fight. The next delusional fighter pains me to say since he is one of my favorites, but it's Colby Covington. Listen, I love the shtick he puts on, I love the MAGA hats and the Donald Trump meat riding, but I gotta call him out for some of the delusional shit he says, which he might not actually believe and it might just be a part of the shtick. But the first thing is him saying him versus Leon Edwards was rigged like the 2020 election. Trust me, I agree the 2020 election was rigged, but there's no way in blue hell you could ever lay claim to winning that fight against Leon. You didn't do shit that entire fight, especially considering the fact that you are the challenger, so you're the one who's supposed to be taking the belt. And it fucking annoys me how you got gifted the title shot yet you brung nothing to the table. You didn't even try winning the fucking fight. It's also delusional how you think asking Ian Gary to let his girlfriend in a MyBookie promo video in order to fight you isn't a big ask. You also say you're the greatest welterweight of all time, but when asked in the post-fight press conference after fighting Leon if you wanted to fight Shovcut next, you said you'd rather fight the guy who Shovcut just beat in Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Everyone sees you're trying to handpick your fights, bro, and honestly I don't really care if you fight again or not at this point. The next delusional fighter we got is Conor McGregor. Listen, we all know Conor has had some high expectations, but the difference is from back then to now is he doesn't back anything he says up anymore. I remember the build up to the handpicked Donald Cerrone fight. He said, I will win a world title in boxing. 4 years later, his fighting career couldn't have been going any worse. Conor also said he won 3 rounds versus Khabib, which I would love to know which other 2 rounds beside round 3 did he actually win in his mind. He definitely won round 3, I'll give him that. But round 1, 2 and 4 before it ended was all Khabib. He said in the lead up to the Poirier trilogy that he doesn't count submissions and decisions, so his record in MMA was like 19-1 in his mind, which bro, at this point just go to fucking Muay Thai. It's MMA but without the grappling, so if you want to disregard that martial art, then go do Muay Thai. Next up we got Tony Ferguson. Listen, I'm always gonna love Tony, and he is one of the greatest lightweights of all time and undoubtedly holds the greatest run in lightweight history, but sadly age comes around to everyone and he doesn't seem to realize that. After losing to Oliveira, ESPN posted on Instagram something DC said, which was that he believed Charles Oliveira has been seen as an afterthought when discussing top lightweights, but those days are over, which Tony responded with, he didn't dominate, he got cut from bottom and couldn't finish an armbar. By the way, irrelevant to the video, but isn't it weird how Tony toughed out an armbar from Dubronx and a heel hook from Dariush, but tapped out to a blood-choked guillotine from Nate Diaz? Anyways, the next delusional fighter is Cheeto Vera. Cheeto Vera, after losing to Sean O'Malley, has been coping so hard it's unreal. First of all, he's like on Ariel Helwani's show. That body shot on O'Malley, he would have been dead if the round didn't end. As if O'Malley didn't know how much time there was left, which is why he brawled with Cheeto Vera in the pocket in the first place. He could have easily just played it safe and gave you 0 moments, but he was nice. Cheeto also said on Twitter, who braided your hair at Sean O'Malley? You were greased to the bone, I wonder how much gel they use, implying that had an impact on the fight, which involved 0 grappling whatsoever. He didn't even attempt any grappling either, so clearly not a part of the game plan. His new nickname should be Cheeto Cope Vera. It actually sounds quite catchy. The next delusional UFC fighter we got Paddy Pimblett, who after winning a very controversial decision versus Jared Gordon, Joe Rogan asked Paddy in the post-fight interview, Paddy, that was a close one. And Paddy's like, no, it wasn't close. He also called for the fight of the night bonus, and the fight was a complete clinch fest. Some honorable mentions for delusional fighters, though. We got Chris Curtis, who, oh my god, this guy is so fucking delusional, it's out of this world. I'm not even gonna go through the list of excuses this guy has used on Twitter, because it's fucking pathetic. We also got Ilya Tapora, who in his mind, he's going to be fighting a fucking broomstick for his title, since nobody else is worthy enough, according to him. We also got Jamal Hill, who thinks the only reason he lost to Alex Pereira is because Alex Pereira was pushing the ref away when he wanted to give Alex a break from the nutshot Hill got on him. So Hill can only blame himself for that, but let me know if I missed anyone in the comments below. Remember to like and subscribe to hop on the shadow train. Choo choo! Hop on the shadow train. But yeah, let's hit the chop.
You tried to break me, but you couldn't tear me apart. I've got a fire inside, gonna ignite and restart. I'm rising up higher than before. With every step I take, I'm closing in on the score.